lets us. If it does, we'll save there. Turn around and try the horn. See how long we last. And actually, if we survive this, which I kind of doubt, we might go and try Morrigan's mom. Flemeth. Inventory full. Okay, that's why the helms aren't. Let's junk some of this inventory. Yeah, there's some just basic crap in here we don't need. Destroy. Bunch of bows. Whitewood, though, that's new. Oh well. You've seen how much we use bows. Mage's Eye. Let's just do a couple more. Certainly don't need a steel axe. Okay, you've got your helm on. And you're still strong enough to use your stuff. I'm never going to get over that. Galleon, okay. Anything else? We'll get rid of this. Iridium. Ancient elven gloves. Okay, well that's enough for now. Yeah, okay, everybody's helmet went away this time. Okay, so let's try this horn if I can find it. There it is. Use the horn. Yeah, that pissed him off. High dragon. Oh, okay, I think we're not gonna last very long. And well, seem I'm not particularly resistant to flames. If I read that correctly. And Sten's not particularly resistant to being chewed in half.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Alright. We actually did some damage though, so, you know, I wasn't trying particularly hard. But no, I'm not going to continue. Obviously, Wind's not going to win against it. Quick save, load. I wasn't trying particularly hard, and I actually got it down 20%, maybe 30%. So if you didn't do that overwhelm type thing, or that where he picked up the character and just chewed it, if you didn't do that very often, might actually be able to pull it off. I'm thinking we're not going to find out though. Alright, sorry guys, I'm not up for that kind of a...
Oh, right.
Okay. Well, can't do me any harm. Oh, did I move too early? Oh, at least it didn't use up the timer. Alright.
Do you feel that? This place is practically infused with magic.
No, can't say I do. It's practically infused with rubble, though.
And I'm off.
Andraste's arrows. Ooh, book.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim.
Stand aside. I've killed Colgrim and I'll kill you too. Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the urn of sacred ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
Excuse me, coughing fit. Alright. Time for a sip of water. Will your task ever be done? The Imperium is no longer as powerful as it once was.
Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
The dragon is not really Andraste, is she? No, we knew that.
No, our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
I would like to see the urn.
You have come
Jump to the chase.
honor Andraste,
Sort of.
and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
Wonderful. A game show. I need the ashes to cure a noble man, sure.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
Alright.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. By the time you reached Shiane, she was broken, brutalized. You were too late. Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Shiane?
Alright. Let's see. What would my character think? No, Vaughn is the villain, not me. Well, that's certainly the way I fought. I had no sort of compunction about not... I believe I chopped his head off at the end. Yes, if I could have run faster, perhaps. Yes, it should not have let her be taken in the first place. Did I have that option? I was knocked out cold. I suppose I could feel remorse for that, letting myself get knocked out. No, it was her own fault for hitting him with the bottle. No, that I wouldn't agree with. How do you know my past? My answer is my own. No, really? I did everything I could, so no, Vaughn's the villain.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
Parshera, leave the past where it falls.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Accept your failings, but do not let them govern your life.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past?
Yeah, I have no wonder.
Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
He nailed you.
You framed the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
Demand whatever answers you want, Spirit.
You came to this land as an observer, but you killed a family in a blind rage. Have you failed your people by allowing a Qunari to be seen in that light?
I have never denied that I failed.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Alright, well, let's head on in. And it's a true gauntlet. Alright, of course the easiest way through this without its riddles is just saving at every step, and I'll do my best to answer these riddles properly. I seem to remember most of them are quite straightforward, and there's one or two that are actually a little difficult.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, a tune. The smallest lark can carry a tune, but a strong man cannot. A coconut. No, you're thinking sparrows.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
One down, and then that was shooting towards the door there.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light.
Dreams.
Of what do I speak?
Ah,
A
dreams.
dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Alright. See what I mean by some of these are pretty easy?
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Gotta be revenge. Let's see. Yeah, vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. but blood can only be repaid in blood.
Thane.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Neither a guest nor a trespasser. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it would be home. I'm not a guest or a trespasser, so I own the house. Let's just listen to it again, but I think it's home.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me.
Yeah.
Of what do I speak?
Home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The what of the world? Did he say the moons of the world? That doesn't make... Veiled in white, though, would be mountains.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, it's gotta be mountains. Sheep. Yeah, he's being all poetic about sheep.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy?
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Well, so far so good.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
No man... Yeah, it's gotta be hunger. No man knows it, but everyone's... Yeah. Well, every man knows it, but he hasn't seen it. Hunger.
Yes. Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Wields the broken sword. And separates... Okay, I don't know. Not queens. Weakness? Broken sword. Time, hands on a clock being a broken sword, maybe? I don't know. Mercy, too. Time.
That is not of what I speak.
Okay. That's just... Well, we can fight this guy, but let's just reload. Wields a broken sword. Separates tyrants from kings.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Well, nah. Mercy? No.
That is not of what I speak.
I guess it is queens? Nah, it can't be queens. There's no harm in actually just fighting that guy. You're still allowed through the door.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
See, none of these make sense.
That is not of what I speak.
Now I've forgotten which three I've done. Okay, one more. I can't remember if I've done weakness or the other one now.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's mercy.
Yes. I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
So I don't get the reference. Is a broken sword a reference to, you know, like scales, or a reference to justice? Is there a well-known statue or painting or something with somebody called Mercy wielding a broken sword, or is it just a difficult riddle?